Warning, warning, I have a proud dad moment here to share with you. And there's a lesson in this too as well, so just bear with me. My middle daughter, Chloe, she's 13 years old and she's playing club volleyball and she's the setter. If you know anything about about volleyball, which I didn't until my kids got into it, but it's an amazing sport, side note. And if you know anything about the setter, they're kind of like the quarterback on the team. You know, they direct everybody, they tell them where they go, they're always the integral part of every play, setting the ball so they can get a good spike over the net and score the point. Well, all my girls are setters because we're kind of vertically challenged. But so recently Chloe fractured her ankle, which is a big bummer. Luckily she should only be out about 4 weeks and then we can get into the state tournament and she'll be able to participate. But man, that was a bummer for her, for us too as well. But I tell you what, she had an option, or she had a choice. She could either take the injury and just really be bummed out about it and be, upset and then just go and, cheer on her team and, just kind of sulk in it, or she could do what she did. And no prodding on my end, so I'm just really proud of this. She had a tournament this past weekend and she wasn't obviously able to play, but she's like, Dad, hey, she sends me a text, hey Dad, can you bring home a clipboard? I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do that. So I get home and she's printing off a stat sheet. And I was like, what are you doing? She's like, well, I need your clipboard because I'm gonna put these stats on there and I'm gonna take stats for the team. I was like, that's awesome. At the higher levels, the coaches will keep stats and so will some of the players, but at her level, they don't do that. I was like, that's an amazing thing, that's pretty cool. So she wanted to help out. She wanted to help out in any way she could. The other thing she did is she printed off this rotation. Now, volleyball, I still don't get the rotations and everything. They're just crazy. They're all moving all over the place, but it's not just like we were in gym and you just move in this big rectangular square. They're all over the place. But a lot of times with Chloe being out, the quarterback on the court, they're out of rotation. And so she color-coded it and everything. It was amazing. And so she went there with the intention to help and be a coach on the sidelines when she couldn't participate. And I just thought that was an amazing thing. So she took the role that she usually has as a leader on the team, and she still led the team, but she led in a different way. And I just thought that was very creative. Now here's my point. Anything in life, whether it's in your job or in your family, we all have a role to serve. There's a company called Medtronic out of Minnesota, and they create insulin pumps and along with other medical devices. But an interesting thing they do with their holiday program or their holiday party every year, what they'll do is bring in patients who receive the insulin pump and they'll come and tell their story. And it is heartbreaking and it is just so touching. But what the amazing thing is that the employees now hear these stories of the people's lives that they're actually affecting. Instead of just coming into the lab or going into, building these insulin pumps and just, putting their head down and doing their job, now they have a bigger purpose to the recipient of who is actually life is going to affect and change. And that's one of the things that I love about what we do here at Max Strength Fitness and my team. Look, yes, we do one-on-one personal training and we do a lot of, we service a lot of people. I mean, we were very busy, which we're very fortunate about because we get results. But we can get into the fault of just it being a grind if we let it. So I remind my team all the time that one, it's the client's experience, but more importantly, look at the difference that we're making. Now, I do call myself the Chief Life Transformer at Max Strength Fitness instead of the CEO because I am leading the charge here and our goal is to transform as many lives. Chloe, who I told you about just recently, she makes fun of me for that title, but we literally do transform lives and change the quality of their lives. And so I'm reminded all the time by clients who come in and drop their blood pressure medication, reverse type 2 diabetes. They can pick their grandchildren up without aches and pains. They can get rid of the walker. They can go and hike and do these functional activities that they haven't been able to do in years. So that brings the deeper purpose to us. So I'd have you consider where in your job or where in your life, if it seems maybe it's a little mundane or just a little boring, or you're just getting caught in that hamster wheel doing the same thing over and over and over again, find the deeper purpose. And that will just inspire and motivate you and maybe take your job and your life to the next level.